Today we are going to discuss recursive function in Python. As in function chapter you already learned how to declare and define the function and how call to the function in the main body. Now today we discuss something different from the normal function, that is the recursive function. So what is the meaning of recursion? Recursion means if anything calls itself, that is called the recursion. Same thing, if any function calls itself, means a function name is the x and that function name x call in their body function x, that is called the recursion function. It is one of the most powerful tool in programming language. It is a process where function calls itself again and again. The main motive of the recursion function is that to split our a big problem into the small problem, and we split our problem up to that point where it can be solved very easily. Suppose if we want to find the factorial of any number, then factorial of n is equal to n into n minus 1, n minus 2 up to 1. So n and n minus 1 and n minus 2 is the part of the problem of the factorial n. Same thing, if we want to find the factorial of 5, then we divide into 5 into factorial 4, then again factorial 4 divide 4 into factorial 3, then factorial 3 again divide 3 into factorial 2, and factorial 2 again divide the factorial 1. Now factorial 1 no need to divide again, split again, because factorial 1 we already know the value of factorial 1 is equal to 1, so easily solved without any calculation. So when we reach the 1, that is the base condition, that is the base case of the recursion function. If base case is not there, then our function never will be exit, it will be execute infinite times. And keep in mind, in the recursion function calculation always start from the top, means bottom to top, always calculation process from bottom to top in the reverse order. As we discussed, in recursion have two cases, one is the base case and other is the recursive case. Base case is that where our recursion is going to end. So this is the very important case. If base case is not there, then our program never will be exit, means it will be running continuously in finite times. So base case is very important case. Second one is the recursive case. Recursive case means calling the function again and again in the same function body. And keep in mind, when we call the function and again, then each call of the function we will move closer to the base case. But one thing keep in mind, the base case is very important, because if base case is not there, then our recursion will be never end. But in Python, maximum depth of the recursion is the 1000. So after the 1000 time execute our loop, then it will be display the error. So base case is very important. Second thing, how recursion will works. So as already discussed, the meaning of the recursion is that to split a big program into the small program. So when we split our program into the small program, then each step we need to require store in the memory. So recursion will follow the stack. Stack is the one data structure which are available in the programming language. Stack means last in first out. Last in first out means whatever the last step is there, that step process first, then second last, then third last, like so and so on. So our calculation will be processed from bottom to top, and each step is stored in the stack frame. So one by one stack frame will be popped. When all the stack frame will be popped from stack, then our calculation will give the result and return the result. Example, here function name is the factorial, and you see if x is equal to 11, that is the base case. If this condition will be met, then our recursion is going to end. Otherwise, again and again same function, here factorial, same function will be calling. This is the recursive case. So base case is very important. If you want to find the factorial of 5, then you see you pass the value 5 in place of the x, so 5 double is equal to 1, no, then else return x, 5 into factorial, 5 into 1, 4. Then again this call the function factorial, then x is equal to 4, 4 double is equal to 1, no, then else, then 4 into factorial 3, then again pass the value 3, then 3 double is equal to 1, no, then return 3 into factorial 2, then 2 again will be passed, then 2 double is equal to 1, no, then again 2 into factorial 1, then again 1 will be passed, 1 double is equal to 1, then return true. Then from this point to calculation will be start in the reverse order, means 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into like that. You see like this one. Like this one. 4 factorial divided into 4 into 3 factorial, then 3 factorial divided into 3 into 2 factorial, then 2 factorial divided into 2 into 1 factorial, then 1 factorial divided into 1 into 0 factorial. This is the base case. We know that 0 factorial is the 1. So 1 factorial is equal to 1 into 1, 1. Then this result copy to the factorial 2, the 2 into 1 factorial. 1 factorial result already be processed. So 1, 2 into 1. Then 2 factorial is equal to 2. Then this result will be copy in the 2 factorial, then 3 into 2, 6, then 6 copy to the 4 into 3 factorial, 3 factorial result is the 6, 4 into 6 is equal to 3. You see here, like this one, bottom to top our result will be processed. Now let us explain by one example. Suppose we want to define one fact, we are going to find factorial of number 5, then def fact we accept one number, then if x double is equal to 1, then return 1. This is the base case. This is the base case. This is the base case. Else, in else comes the recursion case. If x double equal to 1, then return 1. Otherwise, return x into fact x minus 1. X into fact x minus 1. Now, our function definition will be over. Next, main program. How to call the recursion function. First we enter a integer input, enter the any number, okay. Then the result is the one variable where we call the function fact and we pass the value a, because factorial function accept the one parameter integer type a. Then print a. Now execute this program. You will see enter any number. If we enter the 8, then it will give the result 8. No. X into fact x minus 1. Sorry. Fact fc is equal to x into x minus 1, x into x minus 1. So return x is equal to x minus 1. Result REC. Now enter the number 8. You see the value is the 5. Again if we execute the result, we enter the 5, result is the 120. So this is the example of the factorial. So every factorial function have the two cases. This is the base case and this is the recursive case. So base case is very important. If base case is not there, then our function never will be end. Let us see one example. If base case is not there, again we define the function fact which accept one parameter x, and we call the function return x into fact x minus 1. Then when you see in this function only recursion case is there, only recursive case is there, no base case is there. Then when we call this function, then you see what will happen. We enter the 8, then you see it will be give this error. Previous line repeated 1022 more times. So 1000 time already will be executed and it will give the error. So that's why